Hi everyone. So here we have to find the area of a rectangle, and we could just plug this into a formula, but I think it's really important to draw what we're doing. We're talking about a rectangle, and to really think about how we're going to label this rectangle in a way that's going to make sense. So what I'm told here is that the rectangle's diagonal, and that's this line from one corner to the other corner, is 13 meters. So I'm just going to label that here. And now I know that this rectangle has two sets of equal sides, and one of the sides of the rectangle is 12 meters. So I have to decide whether I'm going to call this side here 12 meters or this side here 12 meters. Now, because I know that the diagonal is 13 meters, I am going to label the longer side 12 meters because I think those two sides look much closer together in length than the short side and 13 meters. I'm thinking that this side here, which I don't know yet, is going to be quite a bit less than 13 meters. So I decided to call the other side 12 meters, and we're going to call the unknown side, let's say X. So yeah, I just think it's important to draw what we're working on and to label it in a way that makes sense so that when we get our answers, we can ask ourselves, does this answer make sense in the context of my question? Okay, let's move on. So what's the Pythagorean theorem? We have a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and we can rearrange that as c squared minus, let's say, a squared is equal to b squared when we have the length of the hypotenuse and we're looking for the length of one of the legs, and legs are the sides that are attached to the right angles. Okay, so c squared is going to be 13 squared minus a squared. I'm going to call 12a, so 12 squared, and that will be equal to my unknown side, which is called b squared, and I decided to call x over here, so I'm just going to call that x squared. Those are just labels. So 13 squared is 169, 12 squared is 144, and we do not know the value of x squared. 169 minus 144 is 25. 25 is equal to x squared. We will take the square root of both sides, and we find that side x is equal to 5, a lovely integer. We don't even have to round anything. That's great. So now I know the dimensions of this rectangle. This side here is 5 and the other side is 12, and it's very easy for me to find the area of a rectangle, which I know is length times width, and those dimensions are 12 and 5, which is equal to 60. Our units are meters squared. That is your answer.